All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Remember 11. Hello, Lucas Armagus T. And away. Last time we continued our journey through Satoru's crazy mind as he finally got the idea to leave messages for Kokoro. Hello, Relast. And so begins that journey, and he kind of realized like something about, did he fall from this exact clock tower? And then he remembered the words of Utsumi. It's like she said, he fell from the sky, just like Uni did. So my thought is that he fell from the clock tower either in a different time period or in a different place entirely. And he was just transported here. Like, I don't know how crazy this is gonna get. But something tells me that outside the walls of Sphia is something we can barely imagine. Like, who knows if this is even the same Sphia as the one that Kokoro knows about. Hell, like what if it's like a Bioshock situation and Kokoro being on the airplane was like a total setup? Like that could be a thing too. But let's get back into it. Hello, Serene. Hello, Relast. Welcome to the stream. Entering, I see Unibushi Keiko sitting on top of the desk. She looks toward me, both of her feet dangling in the air. Damn, now she's actually talking. This is crazy. Oh, God. What voice do I give her? Hello, Hala Mirage. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god. Oh my god, let's see. What voice do I give you, Inabushi Keiko? Fuck. Let's see. A very haughty voice. Okay. Burncastle, but a bit less harsh. Who are you? She asked me that. Who are you? Even after dispensing with greetings, for her to question me like that is awfully sudden. Well, that's odd, considering how close she seemed to be with, Satoru. But even though she has Genocide Jack inside her, she doesn't act like Toko at all. So I can't give her a Toko voice, because Toko is very paranoid. So I can't give her that voice. Okay, but yeah, I'll just stick with Burncastle for now. Hey, don't you know me? Scratching oddly at her long hair, she answers. I remember. We met yesterday, come to think of it. Oh, okay. So the girl talking to him when they were little babies was in fact Inabushi Keiko. Okay. Like it's like all three of the main girls in this thing is like have the same hair and eye color, so it's kind of very frustrating. Like Maizumi, Kokoro, and Inabushi all have brown hair and brown eyes. It could have been any of them. You promised you'd protect me, but in the end, you didn't do a thing. Well, all she hit me with was a sedative, so I guess it doesn't really matter. The contents of this conversation aside, I'm taken aback by her attitude and manner of speech. She seems like a completely different person compared to the girl from last night. The girl who clung to me, pleading for help. I don't know, it seems like a dark brown to me. Oh wait, maybe it's just the lighting. There isn't so much as a trace of her anymore. That's not true, Serene. Ritsumi has white hair. And you are? She asks. My mouth is frozen shut. I can't answer. Hey, you're listening, right? You literally just entered someone else's room without knocking. And this is pretty much the first time we've met, but you won't even introduce yourself. What's up with that? You think you're the main character of an RPG? Just going into people's houses and not expecting to have a reason why? Isn't that pretty rude? Bewildered thoughts begin to whirl around my head. This is pretty much the first time we've met, is what she said. Oh, yes, so she is... I wonder if she's switching around, it seems to be. Does that mean that she hasn't met Fuyukawa Kokoro either? This is our first meeting, even including the times when my body was being controlled by Kokoro? Is that what she means? Oh my god, you. As if, just kidding. She suddenly speaks up in a bright, playful voice. As it leaps from her mouth, she too jumps up from the desk. Gliding smoothly across the floor, she darts toward me. After crouching down once, she suddenly takes a great hop forward. When she stands up, her face is close enough for my breath to fan against it. Her eyes contain an impish spark. Her lips curve in a soft grin as if she's trying to cover up some kind of prank. I can't understand her at all. I just became quieter and quieter. Your name is Fuyukawa Kokoro. You told me before. Actually, I knew that all along. I heard it from that uni kid. Oh my god. Is actually Inabushi swapping at the same pace as these two so that they never actually meet or something? Because why does she never talk to Kokoro? Oh my god. The more she says, the greater my confusion grows. Mystery upon mystery upon mystery. It feels like I'll drown in a whirlpool of them. Anyway, I need to do something to dam this flood of information. Ask questions. I need to resolve each issue one at a time. I address her in a strained voice. I'm not Kokoro. I'm Yukido Satoru. I've uttered those words so many times that I'm getting sick of them. I could practically be my catchphrase right now. Answering like that has already become a conditioned reflex. Ah, is that so? Yukido Satoru. That other personality that Uni mentioned, right?
Hold on a second. Can you not treat me like I'm some sort of stand-in? After all, I'm the original owner of this body.
In other words, you're the main personality, Satoru?
Well, I don't mind if you think of it like that.
I mutter somewhat bitterly. Given the current situation, I don't feel like explaining the exchange phenomenon to her of all people.
オッケー、わかった。
Okay, got it.
今のあなたは有機道悟。
Then you're Yokito Satoru right now.
じゃあ、ゆうべ地下倉庫まで私を追いかけてきたの？
Were you the one who chased me all the way to the basement yesterday? What?!
Yeah, that was me.
Huh. A scornful smile appears on her face, and she averts her eyes briefly. How come she was never this talkative before? Or since?
あ、そういえば私の名前まだ教えてなかったよね。
Ah, now that I think about it. I never told you my name, did I?
No, I already know. Your name is... Suzukage Hotori, right?
あれ？なんで知ってるの？
Huh? How the fuck did you know that? Seems I hit the mark. Right now, the dominant personality of the girl in front of me is Suzukage Otori. That's what I've concluded from Utsumi's and Yuni's remarks. She's probably been Otori for a while now. With her Inabushi Keiko personality remaining concealed.
ま、いっか。
Well, whatever.
そう。私の名前は鈴影おとり。
That's right. My name's Suzukage Otori.
稲穂の穂にパタパタパタの鳥。
The hoe from Inaho, you're of rice, with the pita of Tori, bird.
かわいい名前でしょ？
That's a pretty cute name, isn't it?
チュンチュンチュンチュン。
Ah, chirpity chirp, chirpity chirp. She makes the shape of a beak with her hand and uses it to peck my chest.
I'm weak against girls like her.
Really? Really? She seems like the exact opposite of your type. If you used to date Mayu fucking Zumi. And when I say weak, I mean that I have trouble figuring out how to deal with them. It isn't like I can just grab her wrist to make her stop. Bewildered as I am, she has me at her mercy.
で、サトルは何をしに来たの？
And? What did you come here for, Satoru? She asks while flapping her hand open and shut as if the beak is talking.
Nothing, I just want to talk for a while.
Now that I've established you really just have DID, the things I planned to ask her beforehand have already been resolved. But a new mystery had been born the moment I entered this room. I tried to put forth some of my doubts.
Hey, Otori. Why did you lie just now?
嘘？
Lie?
You acted like you didn't know my name, right?
ああ、あれね。ちょっとからかってみただけよ。
Oh, that. I just wanted to tease you a little. It gets boring as fuck around here.
サトルってこんなこと言うのもなんだけど。
Satoru, maybe I'm not one to say this, but...
頭おかしいんでしょ？
You're actually not quite right in the head, are you?
DVD だっけ？
Oh my god! You've got Blu-ray, wasn't it?
DID, actually. Dissociative identity disorder. And no, I don't!
そっかそっか。
Ah, that's it, that's it.
その乖離性なんちゃらかんちゃらになってるんだよね。
You have that Suga doodle blah 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 thing, right?
Yeah, I guess that's right.
I answer her with that, since explaining in detail would be too much of a hassle.
だから私が知らないふりをしたらどんな反応を返すのかなと思って。
That's why I was wondering how you'd react if I pretended not to know you.
いわゆる好奇心ってや
Just basic curiosity, I guess.
その顔怒っちゃった？
Ah, that face. Are you angry? You mad? I'll just try to stay on her good side.
いや別に
No, not really.
嘘だ、絶対怒ってるもんその顔。
You're lying. You're definitely angry. Look at your face. Look at those puffy cheeks.
やだやだやだ、怒んないで。
Looks like that choice didn't mean anything. No, 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 no. Don't get angry.
ごめんなり、なのであり。
I most deeply and sincerely apologize. I really do. She claps her hands and dips her head in a courtly bow. Unsurprisingly, I'm having a hard time figuring out how to deal with her. I cross my arms and look out the window. But she still remains there with her head bowed.
分かったよ
I get it.
もういいから顔を上げてくれ
Enough, raise your head already.
じゃあ許してくれるの？
Then you're gonna forgive me.
あ
Yeah.
本当に怒ってない？
Really? You're not mad?
Nope.
Once I tell her that, she spins around in delight with a wide smile across her face.
よかった。
Yes! Thank goodness. If she hates the thought of anyone disliking her so much, then she shouldn't have mocked me like that in the first place. I can't understand her demeanor. Afterward, I present her with 2 questions. Oh, another summation examination here. It isn't clear with how much she said is the truth, though. The questions and answers are as follows. Question 1, is it true that you heard my name from Uni? Answer 1 is true indeed. Hotori and I have supposedly been in this facility for a while now. However, until she heard it from Uni, Hotori didn't even know my name. Does that mean that the Hotori personality hadn't surfaced until yesterday? Interesting. Huh. At any rate, this means that when she said this is pretty much the first time we've met, it was the truth. Question 2. Then have you ever met the Fuyukawa Kokoro personality? Nope. Nope, she says. Her previous impression that I had DID was solely based on what Uni and Utsumi had told her. In actuality, she's never spoken to Fuyukawa Kokoro's consciousness herself. What does this mean? Did Kokoro purposely try to avoid Hotori? Yes, she did. But also, Hotori was very quiet. Those 2 points are the source of my confusion. Of course, I can't take everything Hotori says to be the absolute truth.
とにかく繰り返すけど、ここでは誰の言うことも信じてはいけないの。
Anyway, let me repeat myself. Don't trust anything anyone says here. I remember the words Utsumi said yesterday. But then what was she saying that I shouldn't believe? A skeptic must also doubt skepticism itself. I can't say much that it's very constructive, though. Though I still believe myself a little room for doubt, I decide to accept everything Hotori says.
質問はそれだけ？
Is that everything?
今のところは
Yeah, for now.
そう。
Okay.
じゃあ次は私のお願い聞いてくれる？
Then, would you do something for me now?
お願い
What?
ちょっとこっち来て。
Come here a second. Without warning, Hotori takes my arm. With a firm hold on me, she pulls me further into the room. Completely helpless, I stumble as she leads me. The bed. Oh my god. Stopping in front of it, she turns to face me.
なんだ
What?
どうしたんだよ突然
What are you doing?
いいから
Hush. Oh my god. Satoru, freaking harem protagonist here. She wraps her arms around my neck, flustering me. She draws our bodies right up against each other. The situation is... You silly Billy. I'm Genocide Jack, remember? A yandere.
何怯えてるの
What are you so afraid of? Tony wears a seductive smile. Oh my god! Her hand softly begins to stroke my hair.
お願いって
What do you want?
わからない
Don't you know? I swallow my saliva with a gulp. No, rather I try to swallow. But the inside of my mouth is bone dry.
別に大したことじゃないの
It's nothing big. Although who knows, it might be. I haven't seen it yet.
簡単なことなんだ
It's easy.
すぐに
It'll be
終わること
over really quick.
でも
But
時間をかけようと思う
if you feel like going on for longer, I'm not gonna complain.
いつまででも
You can do it for as long as you want.
明日の
Until tomorrow
朝まででも
morning.
ね
Okay. Her pupils are obscenely wet. Yeah, not just her pupils. As are her voice, her hands, and her lips.
何が言いたいんだ
What are you trying to say?
Satoru! Seriously, man? Oh my god. You can't be this dense. You had a girlfriend for 2 years. I squeak out, my voice cracking. She exhales through her nose in a little puff, gently as if to blow out a burning candle's flame. Even that breath has a coquettish air.
何も言いたくなんてない
Oh, I'm not trying to say anything.
何も言わなくても済むことがしたいの
I want to do something you can do without saying a word. She whispers in my ear. Jesus Christ. A sweet scent rises from her body. It's a mellow fragrance, potent enough to make me dizzy. She's destroying my reason with a simple aroma. Doesn't feel like I can contain the impulses rising up from my nether regions. Oh my god!
ねいいでしょ
Okay. You'll do it. Won't you? Oh my god! Oh my god, I gotta see what happens. I have to. He might die, but I gotta see what happens. I have to. This might end up in a bad end, but I have to see what happens. Gulping, I give a small nod. And then...
やったね
Yay! Alright! All of a sudden, Otori jumps away from me. She starts hopping on the floor in joy.
あのね実はねバスタブの中が汚れちゃってるの
Well, the truth is, the inside of my bathtub is all dirty.
だから洗っといてくれない
So, would you wash it for me? That's all she says. Her sudden and complete change leaves me speechless. Damn, does she even have DID, or is she just like a master manipulator? Huh? What's up?
今さら嫌だなんて言わないよね。
You can't be thinking of backing out now, right, lover boy?
ちゃんとうなずいたところ見たんだから。
I saw you nod, you know?
それとも何？
Or is it something else?
なんか変なことでも想像しちゃった？
Were you fantasizing about something weird?
やだもうサトルったら。
Yeah, right, Hotori. You knew exactly what you were doing. Oh my goodness. Shame, shame, Satoru. She wiggles and swings her hips around as she keeps on dancing around me. Watching her, I realize how thoughtless I've just been.
頼んだわよ。
Well then, I'll leave it up to you. Jana. Leaving only those words, she exits the room. Inside, only the desolate sound of the snowstorm remains.
たく、なんでこんなことしなきゃいけないんだよ。
Oh my god, I wonder what happened if you would refuse.
Damn it. Why do I have to be the one to do this?
I mutter as I wipe the sweat off my forehead with the back of my hand. Sure, as Hotori had said, the work itself is easy. And she'd been telling the truth when she said it'll be over really quick. And it's not like her saying if you feel like going on for longer, you could do it until tomorrow morning was a lie either. However, there's just one thing wrong with what she said.
きしょー、まんまとやられたよな。
Damn it all. She really got me good.
This work. You'd never be able to get it done if you weren't allowed to complain about it. To me, this definitely isn't something you could do without saying a word. But anyway... I think to myself while I wash out the tub about Susukage Otori. There are plenty of things that bother me. This is pretty much the first time we've met, she said. And yet she turned on seduction with me without showing the slightest hesitation. She's just freaky like that. She's literally Genocide Jack. But in actuality, what bothers me the most isn't that. It's how much my impression of her has changed. Seriously, I thought she was just like very childish and young, like, you know, like a little child, but she's clearly not. She's clearly like an adult. Like, damn. I wonder why she acted so differently around Kokoro all the time. Inabushi Keiko took the lives of 12 people at that hospital in Awazumi. Even if it isn't the Otori personality herself with blood on her hands. Somewhere on the reverse side of that personality, a shudder-inducing cruelty and madness are said to lurk. However, I felt no fear when I spoke to her. I can't understand it. There are definitely plenty of abnormal things about her behavior. But for her to kill those 12 people one after another, I can't believe she's capable of something like that. Normally, a few minutes of conversation wouldn't be enough for me to understand her true nature. But I want to believe in her. Well, I've begun to think that even I don't know. I wonder if she is the girl from the beginning. Could it be because I'm falling prey to her charms? God damn it, Satoru! You are falling in love with literally everybody except the person you should. God damn it! For a moment, my hands stopped. A bundle of anxiety rose within me. As though trying to shake it loose, I throw myself back into scrubbing the bathtub with renewed vigor. Although, you know what? We know he has a type. He likes girl with brown hair and brown eyes. So, Kokoro, you're still in with that way, at least. Time passes. Now about 4 p.m. Having returned to my room, I lie down on the bed in deep thought. First off is Satori. There's a problem that can't be resolved no matter how much I think about it. Flipping the switch, I turn my focus to the exchange phenomenon. There is a clue that could be the key to unfolding it, and that's Uni's existence. I think about Uni. Uni has gotten caught up in the exchange phenomenon too. Same as Kokoro and me. However, he differs from us in one aspect. Uni's consciousness is only transferred once. Okay, so he figured this out much earlier than Kokoro, but he figured it out around the time that I thought that. Yeah, that's wow! Like, that's nearly what I said word for word. If you compare the speech and behavior of the two unis at the shelter cabin in Svea, that much is evident. In terms of personality, the uni at Svea is always the uni at Svea, and the uni at the shelter cabin is always the uni at the shelter cabin. Based on the location, the behavior of the two has always been highly consistent. In other words, it's like this. The uni at Svea right now, the consciousness inhabiting his body is that of the uni who should be at the shelter cabin. And the uni in the shelter cabin, the consciousness inhabiting his body is that of the uni who's supposed to be at Svea. Their consciousnesses have been switched into transfer. To put it more simply, he has only experienced a time jump, as well as a spatial one. The uni at Svea is only a year older than the uni at the shelter cabin. Naturally, their height probably differs, as well as the makeup of a large portion of their cells. In terms of genes, it's the same individual. That's why, regarding uni, it'd probably be okay to omit the personality change phenomenon concept. It may actually be a personality exchange, but because the two possess the same DNA, it wouldn't be too difficult to consider it a time-only jump. Well then, that's the question. The problem becomes why Uni's body exists here at Svea in the first place. Thank you, Satoru! Thank you! But didn't you just... Utsumi told you. He just fell from the sky one day with a note saying, like, Uni is also necessary or some cryptic shit like that. Of course, nothing will come of it even if I were to ask the Uni here. He's the Uni of 2011. He's nothing but a victim who had the misfortune of getting caught up in the exchange phenomenon. Consequently, the one who should be the target of this question is the Uni over there. The Uni of 2012. The one who's at Mount Akakura of 2011. Now that I think about it, it certainly does feel like his behavior is kind of suspicious. If he is the Uni of 2012, then why did he so calmly accept that time jump? Hello, Emiya, welcome to the stream. Furthermore, he's been behaving as if he were the Uni of 2011. He's most likely deceiving us, definitely. That guy definitely knows something. That's what I think. You should probably, like, present this letter to him and watch him have, like, an Ace Attorney breakdown or something in space. guy definitely knows something. That's what I think. I should try asking him directly the next time I transfer. Well, I've pondered on this to myself. It's gotten completely dark outside. Next, I need to...
心に返信を書かなければ。
That's right, I have to reply to Kokoro.
I sit in front of my desk and pick up the pen.
Hey, come on, Kokoro. Transfer at 1:07 p.m. That's it? That's all there is? Is that all you wanted to say? Certainly, as a reply, what you wrote was wonderfully concise. You replied perfectly with what I asked, after all.
Oh my god, that's all she had time to write. Certainly as a reply, what you wrote was wonderfully concise. You replied perfectly with what I asked, after all. You replied perfectly with what I asked, after all. I somehow understood what the illustration you attached meant to. No, you didn't. You literally just made that shit up. But, you know, is Nicole to write only one sentence back? Oh my god, Satoru, you're so adorable! You wrote something a bit more detailed. We can't meet in person, but at least we're lucky enough to be able to exchange information. Wouldn't anyone try to make use of this? You agree, right? We're kind of like partners now. Suddenly I hear a knock on the door.
はい。
Yes.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
Can you wait a moment?
I wonder who that is. Calling out to whoever is on the other side of the door, I hurriedly continue writing my message. Sorry, seems like a guest has arrived. I'll continue writing later. Alright, before I forget to write it. Did you already listen to the voice recorder in the shelter cabin? I'm mentioning it again here just in case. Looks like someone's after me. Be careful. Looks like someone's after me. Be careful. While I'm in the shelter cabin, I consider your body my top priority too. Oh my god. Well then, I'm counting on you, Kokoro. I put down my pen and head to the door. Turn the knob and pull it open. On the other side of the open door, Utsumi is standing there. She has her hands at her chest and is giving me a somewhat anxious look.
What are you doing now?
Oh my god. Right there? Oh god. I forget what happened with Kokoro right then. All of a sudden, my field of vision shifts. I transferred to the shelter cabin. My form has, of course, become that of Kokoro. She's sitting on a log chair. We're unaccustomed to this random phenomenon, so I'm not at all bothered. Oh. But something's off. Some kind of strangely uncomfortable feeling. Uncomfortable feeling, or should I say an unpleasant one? The old man? Why is the old man's face so close to mine?
っていうか何やってんの
No, I mean, what are you doing?
The uncomfortable feeling is coming from my right pinky. You got spider sense? It feels warm. Something soft and slippery is crawling around my finger. On top of that, it feels like there was sea anemone is attaching to it. The old man's face is on the same level as my hand. My finger is in the old man's mouth. Oh my god. What? Oh god, I didn't even realize that was happening. Oh my god. Wow. What the actual fuck? I thought Satoru was speaking metaphorically. Oh god! Oh no! Strange feeling coming from my fingers in sync with the movements of his mouth. What the fuck? Oh my god! I desperately try to assess the situation. In short, with this information to go on, what's happening to me now is Yomogi is sucking on my little finger! My cute little pink. Oh my god, this is when he was sucking the blood out. Okay, oh my god. My cute little pinky is being sucked by a bearded old man. His face is stretched out in an unpleasant leer. I clenched my other hand into a fist.
やめろ気色悪い
Stop it, that's disgusting!
Using all my strength, I knock Yomogi off his feet. He goes flying away from me. He somersaults and rolls across the floor. Oh my god, you just killed him. Jeez. Not really, of course. It looks really painful, but I feel it's a fitting punishment. I re-examined my right pinky. It's injured. There's a small cut there. It stings and it's bleeding. On the wrist is the same hand as the wristwatch. 6:05 p.m. now.
うぜえな
Oh my god.
Sheesh, what a pain in the ass.
Complaining to myself, I removed the wristwatch and abandoned it on the table.
いいもんもらったぜ
What the fuck?
Whoa, that was a good one.
Yomogi wipes his mouth as he stands. What the fuck is going on?
Are you an idiot?
I'm truly shocked.
ユキド君になったのか
You became Yukido-kun.
そうだ
Yeah.
それよりこの小指はどういうことなんだ
More importantly, what happened to the hell to my little finger?
I ask as I show him the cut.
ナイフだよナイフで切ったんだ
The knife. It's from the knife.
君が自分で切ったんだよ
You cut yourself on it.
俺が
Me?
そう
That's right.
つまり心がってことだよな
That is to say, Kokoro did. Yeah,
勝手に僕のナイフを取り上げて遊んでるうちにやっちまった
just picked up my knife and started messing around with it. It's dangerous, so I told her to be careful, but
Really, what did she think would happen? That girl. It's not like she's a little kid.
てえな、しかし。
jeez, this hurts, seriously.
Unconsciously lick my little bleeding finger.
Uh,
It tastes like old man. Oh God.
ちきしょうちきしょ
damn it, God damn it!
I feel like I've just lost something precious. Oh my God. Something really precious to a girl, although I'm actually a guy. My purity, innocence, virtue. This nicotine-stained old geezer has soiled them. Soiled it! Soiled! Oh my God! I've been soiled. Such a horrifying tragedy that tears seem to steal from my eyes. There we go, lantern time.
ところでおっさん、
But,
Sorry.
by the way, old man,
あの段ボールの切れ端は心に渡してくれたんだろうな。
did you give Kokoro that piece of cardboard for me?
Wrapped up in a blanket, I asked that as I watched the fire in the stove.
ああ、すまん。忘れてた。
Huh? Oh, sorry, I forgot.
おいおい、マジかよ。
What the hell? Seriously?
悪かったな。
Sorry.
次に冬川さんになった時には必ず
Oh
渡す
my
よ。
God. Oh my God. What are you doing, man?
I'll definitely do it the next time Fukawa-san comes back.
たく、頼んだぞ。
Sheesh, I'm counting on you.
I remind him one more time. Then I take the voice recorder out of my pocket. Kokoro might have just listened to the message. If she had, it's almost certain that she gave a recorded response. When I look back at the playlist, only Data 1 and Data 2 are listed. I play Data 1.
やーちゃいか
Something. I can't read that in Russian.
私はカモメ
Oh, yeah, it's the. I'm a seagull.
これは世界初の女性宇宙飛行士ワレンチナ・テレシコワの言葉だ
These were the words uttered by the first woman in space, Valentina Tereshkova. Wow. This is a really strong connection between Satoru and Kokoro here.
旧ソ連の宇宙船ボストーク6号に乗り込んだ彼女は一人完全な静寂と虚無に支配された宇宙空間を漂いながら
Wow. Kokoro. Very cultured. All alone aboard the former Soviet Union spaceship Vostok 6, floating in the void of space, a place of complete silence and emptiness. This seems to be a recording from January 11th. It's not a reply from me, so I go ahead and play Data 2.
心さっきのメッセージの続きだ
Oh, this is something that he recorded. Kokoro, this is a continuation of my message from before.
またいつ転移が起こるかわからないから要件だけ話すぞ
Since I don't know when we'll transfer again, I'll just get down to business.
いいか落ち着いて聞いてくれ
Calm down and listen, okay?
実はどうやら俺の
Actually, it seems that my body.
何者かに命を狙われているらしい。
It seems someone is after my life. Oh, read the tip? Okay. Let me read the tips. I keep forgetting to do that. Oh, we got a bunch of them here. We know a Rorschach test, type of projective personality test. Subject is first asked to interpret a series of cards with ambiguous, bilaterally symmetrical ink block designs. Yep, we've seen this in many shows. Answers are analyzed to try to determine that person's personality characteristics. Invented by Rorschach, a Swiss psychiatrist. Oh, sorry. Rock and roll! We know what rock and roll is. Based on black musicians' rhythm and blues, which added additional influences from white country music. Also known as rock! Capoeira, yep, that's martial arts. A Brazilian martial art. Moving to a rhythmic, percussion-centric musical performance. A pair of two perform dance-like foot techniques. It was originally developed by black slaves from African martial arts. But black slaves from African martial arts. Historically, practitioners disguised their training as an ethnic dance to camouflage it from their rulers. Wow! I didn't know it had that kind of a badass history. That's amazing. Skepticism. I can't believe they feel the need to define this, but an ideological attitude which suspends ultimate judgment and doubts the possibility of recognition of absolute truth, given human recognition is subjective and relative. Kokoro had said these are beautiful words, but in reality this phrase is not exactly something one should be very moved by. Oh wow, this is a long one. Seagull in Russian would be Cheka, and incidentally Cheka was also the call sign, something akin to the nickname of Vostok 6. In other words, just as an astronaut on one of the Apollo spacecraft missions would contact the command center. This is Apollo, Houston, do you copy? Tereshkova has contacted the respective command center with the Vostok 6 with "This is Seagull. This is Seagull." When the phrase was translated into Japanese, it was simply translated as "I am a seagull." Oh goddamn, this translation! As a result, it became widely known in Japan as Tereshkova's poetic description of herself floating in the void of space. Wow. Wow. Accidental poet. An interesting fact to note, the Vostok 1 that Gagarin piloted was Keter, meaning cedar. If that name was used as the call sign of Vostok 6, perhaps such a mistranslation would not have occurred. Wow, that's a fascinating little bit of trivia here. So in Japanese, they saw it as this like poetic thing. Pretty hilarious. When you were just saying like routine like call signs. Anyway, the message I recorded during my last transfer. There's no reply from her yet. Yeah, it took Kokoro a while to reply. Which would mean that she still hasn't listened to my message, huh? I'll recall what happened just before the transfer. Back then, I wondered what brought Utsumi into my room. She was kind of fidgety and she looked pretty uneasy. Yeah, I remember that. Like, I wonder if she met with the evil guy. Almost as though she was afraid of something. I have a really bad feeling. I'm beset by vague uneasiness with no clear cause. Kokoro probably still hasn't heard my warning. If Some unforeseen trouble is going on at Sphere right now. The flame in the stove before me flickers. The firewood within pops, a quick, vivid sound. Without warning, I'm plunged into complete darkness. Another swap, and a moment later, a sharp pain travels up my left arm. The pain is agonizing, like I'm being burned. Gah! Unable to stand it, I cry out. What is this? What the hell happened? I fell into a state of extreme confusion. Damn, like, you think Kokoro just dropped into this. But we learned that Satoru was just dropped into this too. Wait, calm down. Calm down. Calm down and think. Look at the situation with a cool head. And during the throbbing pain in my arm, I put my brain into overdrive. The smell. The smell of the air is odd. So is the room temperatures against my skin. And that isn't all. My physical senses, even the feeling of my clothing, had undergone a complete change. In the first place, why is it that I'm standing up right now when I was sitting down just a moment ago? Because you switched bodies, and that was what Kokoro was doing at the time. Basically, I transferred to Sphere. Why is it so dark? And what's this pain in my arm? The pain is unbearable. I can tell it's no minor wound. Judging from that, I've probably been cut. And pretty roughly at that. A large amount of blood seems to be flowing steadily from the wound. I forgot how Kokoro got this cut. So what the hell happened? Squinting, I take in my surroundings. As though in a haze, I could gradually see the area around me. I'm in the living area, huh? Sensing someone's presence, I turn around. There's someone there. It's a human silhouette in the darkness. It's standing not too far from me. However, I can't make out who it is, of course. Who's there? The unknown person's right hand is holding something. Oh no. Something that's reflecting a cold light. It's a knife. The head of the silhouette is holding a knife, hand of the silhouette. So the bastard is the one who cut my left arm. Memories of yesterday arise like flashbacks. My fall from the clock tower. My near drowning in the bathtub. Still hard to believe, but it appears that someone really is after my life. And now my attackers finally appeared before me. Knife in hand, the shadow slowly begins to approach me. Oh ho, slowly, slowly. As if the shadow is sliding across the floor, the distance between us quickly lessens. A chill runs up my spine. Why is it so dark? Where's the electricity? Where are the lights? The knife draws everything closer. The exposed blade glitters in the dark.
I'll be killed.
Instinctively, I run away. Spin around and break into a run. Where should I go? Anywhere is fine. I just need to find a place to hide. As soon as I think that far, my foot bumps into something. Pain runs along my shin as I take a spectacular tumble. I've tripped over the table. God damn it. Oh, that's the worst. Damn, I have to get up. Put both of my hands on the floor. Sharp pain pierces my left arm. I fell down and writhing in pain. It's no good. No good at this rate. An alarm rings inside my head. My entire body is covered with a cold sweat. At this rate, I'll be killed. And swapping back. The darkness from my eyes disappears in an instant. A faint red light softly illuminates my surroundings. I'm in the shelter cabin. Another transfer has occurred.
助かった。
I'm saved.
However, that thought doesn't last long. I feel a strong sense near my feet, as though being touched by something syrupy. Engulfs me up to my ankles, climbs up to my knees, and creeps into my thighs, reaching my waist. Yuck. It worms into my spinal cord, eats my intestines, pieces my lungs, and begin to overflow from my trachea. Oh my god. The stench of rot makes me nauseous. It's the smell of death, the breath of the Grim Reaper. The sharp edge of a sickle digs into my throat. I shake my head wildly to drive away the vision. However, the anxiety won't disappear. It begins to engulf my entire body. Right now, I'm alive. However, the next time a transfer occurs, I go end up dead. I don't know what's happened to my body, which I left behind in Svea. Might have already been chopped into pieces by someone's hands. Exactly what half dead refers to, I think. I'm almost like the— oh my god! Oh my— I cannot escape it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow. I can't escape it. I can't escape it. The Nekobako. Oh my god. Gotta read that shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello 6-4. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god. I gotta read this in the Beatrice voice.
Refers to Schrodinger's cat, a thought experiment intended as a critique of worldviews based on probabilistic theories, the so-called cult Copenhagen interpretation, which was proposed by Bohr and Heisenberg. Suppose that a cat is put in a box equipped with a mechanism that would emit poisonous gas if a certain radioactive material decays. According to the Copenhagen interpretation, this micro-world radiation emission is probabilistic by nature, and even the cat's death caused by it becomes stochastic. Even if the cat is as lively as ever, it will be, for example, a 30% dead cat. As a paradox about a cute cat, the phase became a suitable introduction for quantum mechanics. Isn't that right, Uchiramia Battler? Yes, my cat box is impregnable!
No! Zen-Zen-Tabita! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Woo! Oh my god. The thing, you know, the huge irony of this Hollow Mirage is that Uchikoshi would use it so much in his later novels too. You know that, right? Oh my god. Like, Uchikoshi would use this verbatim, like the actual thing, in his later novels. Oh, hello Guppy Force, welcome to the stream, by the way. Oh my god. This is amazing. My eyes dropped to Kokoro's wristwatch. Present time, 7:34 p.m.
Kokoro, 頼む。
Kokoro, I'm begging you,
どうにか逃げてくれ。
please get away somehow.
Oh my god, here we go!
無事に生き延びてくれ。
Yes! Oh my god, he's being so considerate!
Please be safe and survive.
All about the shelter cabin, the only thing I can do is pray. Lifting my head, I see Yomogi and Lin in the room. Yomogi seated in a log chair, reading a taped together newspaper. It's the newspaper we repaired yesterday. Lin sits on the bedside with her legs crossed, staring intently at Yomogi. One of her cheeks is clenched and twitches from time to time. Did they have some kind of disagreement? You could say that. You could say that. Lin has the face of someone trying to hold back the rising tide of resentment. And where is Uni anyway? Can't see him anywhere. The moment I think that, I hear a clattering sound coming from below the floorboards. Ooh, are we gonna confront Uni? In the square hole in the corner of the room. I looked into it and see him there. Uni is fishing around a wooden box, searching for something. I think about calling out to him, but then decide that now wouldn't be a good time and stop myself. It's enough for the time being that I know where he is. That was the newest tip, right? The Nekobako here? Oh my god, the New York Nekobako. It's enough for the time being that I know where he is. I don't say a single word to the other two either. Biting my lip, I walk around the room aimlessly, as if trying to throw off the shadow of death. The shadow wraps itself around my ankles and slithers along after me. My heart races in my chest. My warm blood becomes a muddied stream and courses through my body. I place my right hand against my chest and try to somehow calm myself. My other hand suddenly catches my attention. My left hand. I hadn't noticed until now, but Kokoro's left hand is gripping the voice recorder. Did she leave a reply? clinging to that hope, I hit the voice recorder's buttons. Data 3, there's a new voice file. I greedily pressed my ear to the speaker and listened to it. Fucking hell! Did she drop it in the snow? It's disappointing, but there's nothing in the recording except meaningless noise. Did Uni fuck with it? There isn't any new data other than that. Oh no. I had unintentionally clicked my tongue. Their voice recorder has gotten soaked with my sweat. I wipe it down with my sleeve and place it back into my pocket. When will the next transfer occur? What happened to my body? After this, I'll have to jump back into that blinding darkness. No, you won't, because I think Kokoro is running around. At this point, like running for her life. And on top of that, my own consciousness will jump back without any warning. Knowing that I might be thrust back at any moment, I can't relax for a second. And besides that, well, I fear for myself. At the same time, I'm worried about Kokoro as well. Oh my god! What if Kokoro were to wind up dead because of me? If it came to that, what would I do? She doesn't have any connection whatsoever to the events of Sphia. She might, who knows? But in spite of that, even now there might be a sharp blade poised right above her throat. The image of Kokoro writhing in agony appears in my mind. I want to save her. Woo! Yes! Oh my god! I love how protective he's being of Kokoro. It is so sweet. Oh my god. I want to change places with her this very instant. However, at the same time, I feel a crushing sensation of fear. A maddening feeling of frustration gouges at my chest. The time slowly passes as my inner dispute continues. Inside the cabin, enclosed in a snowstorm. Even though my body is freezing, uncomfortable sweat runs down me without end. And then, just at that moment, cut it out already! Lynn's shrill voice pierces my eardrums. I jump in surprise and begin preparing myself for the next attack. I timidly turn around. Lynn has stood up. Her gaze is directed not at me, but at Yamogi. Yamogi, taken aback, returns her gaze. She turns his way and begins to approach, her high heels clicking against the floor.
What's wrong?
Without a word, Lynn snatches the newspaper away from him.
Hey now, are you gonna take away my only source of entertainment?
Entertainment!
At the very least, I can use it to pass the fucking time. I was reading it. Or would you rather be my conversation partner instead?
Don't you think anything of it? How can you stay cool reading something like this?
Who's staying cool? I'm just as scared as you are. However, in order to conquer my fear, I first have to discover the true form of that newspaper.
Okay, so he is studying it. And this is back when my Izumi, wasn't, all, really just a complete asshole. Here, she's just, a bit selfish and makes some good points, but like she gets so insufferable later.
In order to climb a mountain, you must know its nature in advance.
それと同じことさ。
It is the same thing.
こんな新聞に正体も何もあるわけないでしょ。
How can this newspaper have a true form?
偽物に決まってるんだから。
It's an obvious fake!
偽物？ゆうべは確か違うことを言ってたね。
A fake. You were singing a different tune last night, as I recall.
いたずらなわけがない。
There's no way it can be a prank, wasn't it?
うるさいわね。とにかく目障りなのよ。
Shut up! It's an eyesore anyway.
こんなもの、私の前にちらつかせないで。
Don't go waving it around in front of me! With that declaration, Lynn hurls the newspaper toward the wall again. To the window and the wall. It flies in my direction. I quickly dodge it. Newspaper bounces off the wall and falls to the floor.
まったく乱暴ですな、姫君は。
Her Highness is quite violent today.
Yeah, you're not kidding, Yamogi. Yamogi shakes his head, fed up, and removes his cigarettes from his pocket. He places one in his mouth and lights it. Yamogi says,
Puh.
he deeply inhales the smoke, then blows it back out again.
無神経な男ね。
And what an insensitive man.
神経が浮き上がってるよりはマシだろう。
It's better than being oversensitive like you, isn't it?
What? Yamogi? That is not true. If anything, she is like anti-sensitive. Are you kidding me? Or rather, like she does not know, she doesn't empathize with people in the least.
It's better than being. Oh,
That's just.
それよりも話し相手になってくれるんだろうな。
that aside, do you actually want to be my conversation partner?
冗談でしょ。
You must be looking.
雪だるまにでも相手してもらえば。
Why didn't you go talk to a snowman? Tossing those scornful words his way, Lynn returns to her bedside. Yamogi puckers his lips and blows a smoke ring. And then... Hey, Seiji!
ちょっと手伝ってくれない？
Can you help me out? Yuni's voice calls out from below.
おっと、早速暇つぶしの相手が見つかったみたいだな。
Oh, looks like I found someone to pass the time with after all.
Yamogi stands up with a spring in his step, then descends into the underground storeroom with a cigarette between his lips. I suddenly remember as I was watching their exchange. Right before I transferred from the shelter cabin last night. When they saw the restored newspaper, Yamogi, Lin, and Uni all froze. So what happened here overnight? If anything, the three of them seem relaxed since my transfer this afternoon. They're all calm and quiet as if nothing was wrong. mean the three of them settled them out of the newspaper while I was away? No, I think it just means they went to sleep. However, that smoldering issue has now been reunited. Come to think of it, there are two questions I have in mind. The first is, how could a newspaper from July of 2011 exist here? Should still be January 12th, 2011, the shelter cabin. So why is there a newspaper here from half a year later? Could it be that, like my consciousness, the newspaper jumped through time and space and appeared half a year in the past? However, in my case, it's only my consciousness that had jumped. In other words, something without a physical form. Contrast the newspaper has, how can I explain it? It has mass. Exactly. Newspaper is an entire entity composed of solid material. Even if it weren't a newspaper, but a CD-ROM or something. If only the information in the article had been transferred, they could say that it was the same as my situation in a way. But that's not how things are. Page is made out of actual paper, and on top of that, it's printed with a substance called ink. Therefore, I can't imagine how the paper could have been transported here via the same type of transfer. Why is there a newspaper from the future here? I feel like I won't reach a conclusion no matter how much I think over it. Rah! Continuing on, my second question about Kokoro. Did Kokoro really read this newspaper article? Yeah, she did. So then how does she feel about it? Of course, it isn't just Kokoro. Himogi and Lin read it as well. If someone were to find a newspaper from the future in which their own death was described, what would they think? How would they feel? I try thinking about it if it were me. A newspaper from the future of unknown nature. In that paper is an article describing my death. Oh, this is a tough one. I'm gonna make another save just in case. And I just have to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Okay, let's conceive. Believe the article or no, wouldn't believe. I'd believe it. Like, seriously. To have something like that be a prank would mean that they knew we would be here in advance. Which doesn't seem to make sense. Like, but what exactly do you mean by believe in this context? Would you believe that this actually happened to you? Is going to happen to you? Or would you believe that this is what the world believes? Like, do they want us to believe this? I think I wouldn't dismiss it as a prank, is what I'm saying, like. But, like, there's many ways you could take the word believe. I'm gonna say I'll believe it. I would most likely believe the article. Even if it did have future data written on it, I don't think I'd be able to laugh it off so carelessly. That's because the words 3 bodies survived for some time after the crash are written there. And the names of those 3 people would include my own, as well as those of 2 others in the shelter cabin. On top of that, even Uni's name is written there. This means that the statement of those 4 specific people surviving the crash is accurate. And therefore, there are only 2 possible explanations. Either the newspaper is from the future, or it's from the past, but written by someone with the abnormal ability of foresight. But no matter which is true, it doesn't change the fact that the first half of the article is dead on. In that case, it's only human nature to believe that the rest of the article will come true as well. I'm going to die on January 17th. If it were me, that's what I'd think. So Yamogi, Lin, and Kokoro are probably thinking that as well. On the surface, they're doing their best to appear calm, but in their hearts, I'm sure they're all beset by an excruciating uneasiness. On top of that, they're trapped inside the shelter cabin by a snowstorm. They have nowhere to run. Despair. In a way, I have nowhere to run either. After all, I might find out that I've died when the next transfer comes. I understand their feelings painfully well. Especially Lynn's. Worried about her, I turn to look at her. Lynn is crouched down in the corner of the bed, staring at the floor. The fiery spirit she sent just before had vanished completely. My feet unconsciously steer me in her direction. I slowly draw near and then take a seat on the bed next to Lynn. You want something? She speaks softly without even raising her head.
Yeah. ちょっとな。
Oh my god.
No, it's just...
ごめんなさい。今あんまり人と話したい気分じゃないの。
Sorry. I'm not really in the mood to talk to anyone right now.
ほっといてくれない？
Could you leave me alone? Maybe I can change the future and make her not be a complete bitch in the future. I'm gonna...
そういうわけにはいかないよ。
I can't do that.
I speak quietly, trying not to irritate her.
じゃあ何なのよ。
What is it then?
何か言いたいことでもあるわけ？
You have something to say to me?
なあ、リン、
Hey, Lynn,
何をそんなに怖がってるんだ？
what are you so scared of?
怖がってる？私が？
Scared? Me? Lynn raises her head.
ああ、そうだ。
Yeah, that's right.
多分、ここにいる4人の中で、一番怯えているのはリンだろう。
Of the 4 of us here, the only one who's most afraid is probably you, Lynn.
強がって見せてはいるが、それは本当のリンの姿なんかじゃない。
You put up a tough front, but that's not what you're really like.
本当のお前は誰よりも臆病で繊細で脆くて
Wrong choice. Ah, god damn it. Serene, really? I don't know. Well, I'm finding out some character stuff. And Satoru, I don't believe that for a single goddamn second.
The real you is more timid, more delicate, more fragile, and more vulnerable than anyone else.
だからこそ弱い自分を守るために結界を張り巡らせてるんだ。
That's why you've built this wall to protect yourself.
どうしてそんなこと言うの？
Why are you saying that?
私のこと何でも知ってるみたいな言い方しないでくれる？
Could you not talk like you know everything about me?
だってしょうがないじゃないか。
I can't help it,
何でも知ってるんだから。
because I do know everything.
Lynn bites her lip and narrows her eyes. She looks at me dubiously.
大丈夫だよ。リン、
It's okay, Lynn.
わからなくても
You don't have to be scared,
俺がついてるから。
because I'm with you,
俺がお前のことを守ってやるから。
because I'll protect you.
Man, this guy is just saying this to literally every girl that he comes across. I say that to her with the intent of comforting her. I'm trying to convey my innermost feelings to her. However,
何なのよあんた！
what is it with you? All of a sudden, Lynn stands up like she's heard enough.
この状況分かって言ってんの？
Don't you understand the situation we're in?
あんただって死ぬかもしれないのよ。
You could die too, you know. Lynn rants furiously as she looks down on me.
なのに私をからかって混乱させて。
And despite that, you still try to make fun of me and confuse me.
そんなことして何が楽しいって言うのよ。
What's wrong with you?
何度も言ったと思うけど繰り返すわ。
I've told you over and over and over again, but let me say it one more time.
もう二度と私の前でサトルのふりなんてしないで。
Don't you dare pretend to be Satoru in front of me ever again.
いい？分かったわね。
Okay, got it? Having shouted all that at me, she whirls away and stops off in the other direction. She walks over to the corner of the room. She disappeared through the hole leading to the underground storeroom like she's trying to avoid me. I could do nothing to stop her. No matter what I say to her right now, it'll probably be useless, I think. I can tell she isn't exactly of sound mind at the moment, no kidding. Times like these, there's nothing I can do but leave her alone. I end up left alone on the edge of the bed. Yamogi and Yuni appear as they're changing places with Lynn. The two of them climb up the ladder, one after the other.
Huh?
なんかあったの？
Did something happen? I say that while looking at my complexion.
いや、何も。
No, it's nothing.
Feigning complacency, I get up from the bed. The newspaper is lying in a corner of the room. I go over and pick it up. I sit on a log chair near the table. I spread out the patched up newspaper and scan the article. I've only read part of the newspaper. There could be other important information somewhere in the rest of the articles. That is absolutely true. I'm worried about Lynn, of course, but I can't concentrate all my efforts on her. Transfers started everything. There could be a clue in the paper somewhere that might shed light on them. With that in mind, I proceed with reading the articles. And then...
隊長！柳隊長！
I know what's gonna happen here.
Captain Yamogi!
見てください。財宝を発見したであります。
Oh god, you two.
Come here quickly. I discovered hidden treasure.
何？財宝だと？
For fuck's sake.
What hidden treasure? You say?
どれどれ？
Let's have a look.
Hear Yuni and Yamogi's voices behind the paper. He's gonna switch back at any second now.
おほー、これは素晴らしい。
Haha, this is quite splendid.
素晴らしい色合いの財宝だ。
Magnificently colored treasure indeed.
しかし青と白のストライプとは予想外だったな。
However, those blue and white stripes are quite unexpected.
こらユニ隊員触っちゃいかん。
Halt, Private Uni, touching is prohibited.
Oh
罠
my
が仕掛けられてい
god.
るかもしれん。
It may be booby-trapped. Literally.
罠ですか？
Booby trapped, you say?
ああそうだ。
Yes, that's correct.
パクッとなパクッとされる恐れがなきにしもあらず。
Okay, so I did make the right choice. I assumed that was the one about believing the newspaper. I assume that's the one. That was the correct choice there.
Closing in on you with a great snap. You see, a snap is a very real possibility.
でも隊長、
But Captain,
こんなチャンスには二度とお目にかからないかもしれませんよ。
such a chance as this may not ever appear before us ever again. It will if you freaking ever get like an actual date, you two. And Yamogi, you used to be married.
たとえ罠だとしても自分が犠牲に。
Even if it is a trap, I'll sacrifice myself.
バカ者何を言うか。
You fool, what are you saying?
大事な隊員を危険な目に遭わせるわけにはいかんのだ。
I can't let my precious private first class face such danger.
ここは隊長である私が全責任を負って。
As a captain, I'll take full responsibility.
いえ、隊長の死は部隊の死であります。
No, the death of the captain is the death of the entire squadron.
自分には女房子供はおりませんので、悲しむ者は誰も。
I have no wife or children. Nobody cry over me.
うるさい。
Silence!
そんなことを言いよって。
I can't believe this is going on for so long. Oh my god.
To say such a thing.
貴様、さては財宝を独り占めするつもりだな。
You bastard. Do you intend to keep the treasure all for yourself?
何をおっしゃるんですか、隊長。
What are you saying, Captain?
自分はそんなつもりなど。
I never so much as crossed my mind to do such a.
お前らさっきから何言ってんの？
What the heck are you guys doing back there?
その言い方、
That way of speaking.
もしかしてユキド君か？
Will you perchance be Yukido-kun?
Seems they finally noticed. Too much of a pair to answer, so I get straight down to business.
そんなとこでしゃがみ込んで何してんだよ？
So what are you...
So what are you guys doing? Squatting over there like that?
何って。
Well, that is. Uni and Yamoki look at each other, and then return their eyes to me. And line of sight is aimed at my nose was where Kokoro's thighs converge. I instantly understand what they're doing and what their conversation had been about. Oh, fuck. I can only sigh.
お前ら気楽でいいよな。
You two sure are laid back.
お前らのことを見てるとこっちまでそのペースに飲まれちまいそうだ。
I feel like I might get caught up in the same feeling just by looking at you guys. Even though I might die as soon as the next transfer happens. Even though if I do survive that crisis, still is dangerously large mountain of urgent problems.
まあ確かにあっちに比べればこっちの世界は安らげるけどな。
Well, it's true that compared to over there, the world here is a lot more peaceful. Do they think that... Does he think that they're talking about the newspaper? Oh my god.
あっちは始終神経を研ぎ澄ませてなきゃいけない。
Over there, I can't let my guard down for a second.
誰が信用できるかもわからない。
I don't know who I can trust.
その点こっちは気楽でいいよ。
In that respect, it's a lot more comfortable here.
Take off the wristwatch as I complain. As usual, I put it in my pocket.
あっちとかこっちとか何のこと言ってるんだ。
What do you mean by there and here?
いや、なんでもない。
No, it's nothing.
続けてくれ。
Please continue.
Saying that, I hold up the newspaper once again.
続けてくれって言われても
Hey, when you tell me to continue, it's, you know.
うん
Yeah.
サトルだって一応女の子なんだから膝閉じた方がいいんじゃない
God damn it, Satoru, why are you being such an ass?
After all, for the time being, you're a girl, Satoru. Wouldn't it be better if you closed your legs?
別に構わないだろ
I don't really mind.
見られたって減るもんじゃないし
It's no big deal if someone sees it.
You bastard.
それになどうせ閉じたって気を抜いたらすぐ元に戻っちまうよ
And just sit with your legs crossed.
And besides, even if I do close them, they'll just go back to how they were before as soon as I relax.
こればっかりは癖なんだからどうしようもないんだ
It's been habit for so long, you can't really expect me to change it.
でも
But
心に何か聞かれたら何度も注意したってそう言っといてくれ
damn you!
Kokoro asked, please tell her I was really careful.
Saying that from behind the newspaper, I hear Uni and Yomogi begin to confer in frantic whispers. I don't even really know what they're talking about, but well, whatever. Forget about them and focus on the newspaper instead. Fuck you, man! There's an article about Flight 18 on the local news page, but there isn't any new information on it. Same no matter how many times I read it. Not like the text of the article will change. After the snow thaw, the decomposed corpses of 3 men and women were found in the mountain. Their names were Yomogi Seiji, Fuyukawa Kokoro, and Mayuzumi Lim. They lost their lives at 6:53 a.m. on January 17th after getting caught in an avalanche. Conversely, you could say they were able to survive until that time. And Yuni's name is there as well. The sole survivor, Kusuda Yunikun. Yunikun's mental state is not yet stabilized even after half a year. He stubbornly remained silent. I guess that's why he was sent to Sphia. The Aomori Prefectural Police are still waiting for Yunikun's recovery to inquire about the details surrounding the incident.
そうだ
Ah, that's right.
I'd forgotten something important. About Uni. The Uni in the shelter cabin right now isn't the Uni of 2011. Even if he is embodied, the consciousness dwelling inside that body belongs to Uni of 2012. It's apparently a fucking gah. If not, then it's impossible to explain the words of Uni at Sphia. Uni at Sphia said he didn't know anything about Mount Akakura. He was definitely involved in a plane crash. And when he came to afterwards, he was suddenly at Sphia. That's what he said. This Uni and that Uni had just once changed places with each other, like me and Kokoro. I'll go ask the Uni here about it, and what? Gonna swap back. Fucking hell! Oh god. Make sure of it. Satoru, you are a son of a bitch. Where do these pains in your arm keep coming from? Is someone like injecting you with a dart to make you swap or something? Is it fucking... Is it Sumi like a mastermind or something, or like working for the mastermind? Like injecting you constantly. Right as I think that, the scenery around me shifts. Hot pain in my left arm. I reflexively jump back and stand ready. Silhouette clutching a knife might still be nearby, but there is no one here. Damn you, Satoru. I really believed in you. I restlessly looked around, bobbing my head like a chicken, but there's no trace of anyone else in the room. This is my room. My room is Sphia. Just to be safe, I check inside the closet, under the bed, and even in the bathroom. Not so much as a shadow to be found. I pat down my body, but I find no other wounds except for the one on my left arm. I mutter as I wipe the sweat from my brow.
逃げ延びてくれたみたいだな、心。
Somehow it looks like Kokoro managed to get away.
Somehow, a feeling of relief blankets me. I wonder, is this the time when he's actually going to confront Utsumi? And he's going to talk to her and stop her from doing something? Which is probably killing, freaking, Genocide Jack. I keep forgetting her real name. Was it only tension that kept me standing? Fatigue suddenly surges through me. I sit down on the floor, drained of energy. I can't take so much as a single step. My body is as heavy as stone. I managed to move my right arm far enough to take out my wristwatch. Present time, 8:08. Since it took me time to make sure the room was safe, I estimate that this transfer took place at about 8:06 p.m. I put my wristwatch back in my pocket. Then I let my head hang. Blah. I gently rubbed my throbbing left arm with the palm of my right. Feels odd to the touch. Something appears to be wrapped around my arm. I feel strong pressure on the wound, too. I stand back up, my rusty joints creaking and groaning as I do. I walk over to the door and lock it just to be safe. And then return to the center of the room. Take off my clothes, look at my left arm.
包帯だ。
Bandages.
White bandages are wrapped around it. Part of the cloth is discolored by a thick line of red blood that still oozes from beneath its surface. Tracing that line with a fingertip, I feel a tingling numbness. Did Kokoro dress it herself? I doubt she could bandage it so neatly using just her right arm. It isn't even her dominant arm after all. This isn't one of the other three. As I pondered the question, I decided to put my clothes back on. Gritting my teeth against the pain, I put my arm through the sleeve.
さてと。
Now then.
And before I have time to catch my breath, emotions begin to swell within me. An exalting feeling bubbles up inside. Those are the burning feelings I hold tight. Oh my god! Even if I thanked her thousands of times or 10,000 millions, I want to go listening something to my gratitude toward her. Because Kokoro would have let me escape from the demonic hands of the killer. There was nothing I could do. Yay! Even though it's my body, there's nothing I can do to help. Kokoro would save my life. A deep emotion that I can't express in mere terms, like being thankful or deeply moved, expands within me until it feels like it'll burst forth from my heart. I want to hug her and hug her and hug her, bust her hair and shout in her ears.
Thank you, Kokoro. I'm so happy I could die right now.
But that's an unfulfillable wish, not all forever. Well, I can write it down at the very least. Satoru has his faults, yes. But he's still a sweetheart overall. He's an Uchikoshi protagonist. I gotta, accept that he's gonna be perverted in some way. I immediately sit at the desk and pick up the pen.
Huh?
When I turn my eyes toward the memo pad, I see something. Letters I don't remember writing have been scribbled there. It's Kokoro. Nice to meet you, Yukito-san. feel dizzy just reading the first line. The letters show pretty low handwriting skills. Like, oh my god, Kokoro really is me. I can't, my handwriting is the worst ever. Oh my god. Like the scribbles of a foreigner trying to learn Japanese by imitating others. But then I remember.
That's right, Kokoro is left-handed. And the injury is to her left arm, so...
I see, so she can't help it write like this. It's inexcusable to complain about the poor handwriting and whatnot if someone just saved your life. Instead, the shouttiness of the letters she'd written beautifully convey how heroic Kokoro is! With the utmost effort, trying her hardest, she wrote this. In order to give her earnest gesture the attention it deserves, I sit up ramrod straight and go reading her message. Nice to meet you, Yukino-san. I wonder what I should write. There are so many things I want to write. I can't seem to bring it all together very well. You can probably tell just by looking, but my handwriting is like this too. This might be difficult to read, so please just forgive me. First off, I'll report all the important things to you. I've read all the messages that you left me on this notepad. I was only able to listen to half of your message on the voice recorder left at the shelter cabin. But I was at least able to listen up to it seems someone's after me. And about your left arm. They want to cut up your left arm. That someone was the one who did it. That person tried to take away your life. Oh, that was when her first encounter with this crazy murder. Basically, that's the situation, right? But just who is that someone? Please explain in a little more detail.
I don't know.
What's happening with Satoru's body? Why does he believe someone is after you? Or then did you say that on the shelter cabin's voice recorder too? I was only able to hear part of it, so I don't know. If by chance you didn't record it there, please reply here. But about the culprit. The truth is, it's not as if I don't have any ideas. There's no reason to beat around the bush, so I'll just go ahead and write it. Suzekage Hotori. Hotori-chan. You are aware that she has DID, right? Recently, she's been fixed in her Hotori personality, though. However, I don't think it'd be unusual for her hidden personality to awaken at any time. And by your hidden personality, I mean the other personality within her. Personality that killed 12 people in Awazumi Hospital, Genocide Jack. It may be possible that that personality is targeting you, Satoru. I say that, but it's not like I have any decisive evidence. It might not be appropriate to write things like this even though I don't have any real evidence. Even so, I don't think it'd be going overboard to be vigilant. Please be careful just in case. Next, about Uni. It's extremely complicated, so I can't say it very well. Well, what should I do? That's right. Okay, first there's something I need to ask you. Have you ever met a young boy in your whole life by the name of Kasuda Uni? You know, right now I'm thinking this. That maybe Uni is teleporting. Teleporting, as both in body and consciousness are transferring together. And the timing of his teleportation is the exact same as when Satoru and I transfer. You get what I'm trying to say? In other words, same time I transfer back to Mount Akakura, Uni's mind and body jump back to Mount Akakura as well. Because if that isn't so, I can't explain how Uni could exist as two people at the same time. That's why by my prediction, Satoru shouldn't have met Uni even once. That's what I think. Well, no, that's not true. We know that's not true. Which is it really? Have you met Uni or haven't you? Please tell me. I have two more things I want you to tell me. The first is about Svea. Satoru should know much more than I do about the facility, right? That's why I wanted you to tell me everything about Svea. Gotta get outside and communicate with the outside world. Second is about the shelter cabin. during the time that I'm away from the cabin. Please tell me if anything important happens. I'm sorry. Feels like all I'm writing is please tell me, please tell me, please tell me, and things like that, huh? As an apology, here's the report. First about the earthquake. An earthquake occurred at Svea. Because of that, the breaker was tripped and a blackout occurred. It's fixed now, though. And the times of transfer? I checked properly, just like you told me, so here they are below. 107 transferred and 140 returned. 603 transferred and 636 returned. 733 transfer. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Transfer had occurred 5 times, 2.5 round trips, and at present I'm still here. Looks like the times are all over the place, but do you think there's a pattern? Well then, one last thing. I'll do as much as I can while I'm in this world, so... Satoru too, please take care of my body and don't be an asshole. Things are pretty bad here, but it's a serious situation there too. It might be kind of weird to say this, but... Please try not to die. No matter what happens, I'll protect your body until the very end. Oh my god! So you too, Satoru, please protect my body. Live. Survive. The 2 of us together. We'll escape from this weird phenomenon. And then... I can't think of anything else. Anyway, I'm waiting for the day I can meet you. For sure. Somewhere we'll... Kokoro. Says, and this is where Kokoro will end her message. Kindly forgive the roughness of my writing. Later then. P.S. If you do anything weird to my body, I'll never forgive you! Don't touch it too much. I'm gonna stop very soon, right after this section away, so don't worry. Don't touch it too much, okay? Rather, don't touch it at all! P.P.S. Come to think of it, I forgot to write something important about the newspaper. You saw it too, right, Satoru? Newspaper those in the shelter cabin? I guess you transferred mid-sentence. After the line newspaper, the rest of the page is blank. Shouldn't draw on anything this time either. I was kind of hoping that she would, so I actually feel a little disappointed. Oh my god. That aside, I should write a reply before it's too late. I grabbed the pen and faced the white notepad.
Kokoro, this is...
Oh my god, he's gonna write his love note here. Oh my god.
Kokoro, this is sort of sudden, but do you know where the highest mountain on the planet is? It's on the border of Nepal and Tibet. Elevation 8,850 meters. Goes without saying that I'm talking about Everest. Well then, on the other hand, where do you think the deepest point on the planet is? In this case, the deepest point on the planet means the lowest place that a flesh and blood human can reach. In other words, not an ocean trench, but somewhere underground. Do you know where it is? The correct answer is in the Republic of South Africa. In a deep-level gold mine, there exists the deepest hole in the world. The depth is about 3,580 meters. But you know what? I just found a place that's even deeper than that. Inside my heart.
Oh my god, Satoru! Oh my god. Wow. She's such a way with words. that just gets me. Ooh, the whole lead up. Ooh, foreplay is important. Remember that, people. Oh my god. Wow. Oh god, that was just. Oh wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh wow. Oh my god. Damn. Satoru, you may not be as gentlemanly as I originally thought, but you still got it going on, I'll tell you that. Jeez.
I'm so thankful to a girl named Fuyukawa Kokoro. This thankfulness is even deeper than the deep level. At the same time, I'm so moved it hurts.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
The feelings in my heart climb higher than Everest. In other words, if the feelings in my heart were to be converted into units of distance, they'd surely reach far above 12,430 meters high.
Oh my god. God, I love how much of a fucking dork he is. Oh my god. It is so fucking adorable how absolutely nerdy he is. In like the best possible way. Oh my god, 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 Satoru. Oh, jeez. Woo.
That's around how grateful I am to you right now. Of course, I'm talking about how you safely got away from the culprit who's after me. Thank you very much, Kokoro. As I'm a scientific person by nature, I can't think of the right words to express myself, but far above 12,430 meters.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
If my feelings can be transmitted through the numerical value, there's nothing more I desire.
Oh my god, transmit it there. Definitely transmit it.
Well then, no matter how many words I string together, it won't be enough to tell you how thankful I am. There's something else important I have to tell you. I have no idea when we'll transfer again after all. I apologize, but I'll be changing the subject to my reply from here on.
I understand, Satoru. I'll be right there.
By somebody, who did I mean? I put it in the voice recorder too, but I don't know. My answer is that I don't know. However, I don't think it's Uni.
I don't think it's that Uni either.
I don't have any proof or anything.
I know that, Guppy Force. I have unusual taste in men. In that I know that nobody else likes George from Umineko, but I love Georgie. My taste in men is very unusual. I know that. Guppy Force.
I don't have any proof or anything, but I can't even imagine Uni being the one that's after me. And I think I can exclude Utsumi-san as a suspect based on my personal impression of her. In her case, I'm especially doubtful since her speech and conduct aren't the least bit suspicious. Last one is Otori. I'm hesitant to talk about her in black and white. Just as you wrote, she was the culprit in the Awazumi incident after all. Even if the Otori personality is uninvolved, there's another more ferocious personality lurking within her. You can probably say that the probability is high. I don't think I'll be going overboard to be vigilant. Indeed, that's true. Why do you think that someone is after you? Now that you mention, I haven't told you the details yet. On the clock tower when I was first attacked. Pushed off it by somebody. Thankfully my injuries weren't too bad, but if I'd landed in the wrong way I might have died. I don't know whether the culprit intended to kill me then, but they at least did it with the goal of hurting me in mind. falling from the clock tower, I lost consciousness. When you first woke up at Sophia, it was probably a few hours afterward. Next time they came after me, I was in the bathroom. Someone tried drowning me in the bathtub by plunging my head into the water.
And after writing this, I realized something.
そうだそうだよ
That's right. That's it.
心はこの時のことを知ってるはずじゃないか
Kokoro should know about that time.
Kokoro had seen the killer. Well, not really, but... No, wait. Kokoro asked in her message, what do you mean by somebody? As though she hadn't had the slightest idea. In other words, she didn't see the culprit after all. That is, everything took place while she was asleep after taking the pills. Is that it? At any rate, I have to ask her. I once again turned to the notepad.
Hey, Kokoro. Do you know who the culprit is? Please tell me in detail what was it that happened then. I'm begging you. Sorry the conversation has changed direction a bit. Well, that's it for now. Clock tower, bathroom, my left arm being cut. These three things happening in succession mean that someone is after me. Or specifically, someone is after my life. About Sophia, is there any way to leave? Are there any means to communicate with the outside? It's hard for me to say, but the answer to both questions is probably no. If my memory's correct, there shouldn't be any way to leave or communicate with the outside world. Can't say this for certain, because actually I'm suffering from a small memory disorder. I more or less remember Sophia. It might be that there's something I'm forgetting. I apologize for only being able to respond with such irresponsibly unhelpful answers. If I remember anything, I'll tell you right away. With the shelter cabin, did anything important happen? I don't think there's any been big changes. Mogi-san and Yuni are just laying around. Only Lynn is emotionally unstable, but that's normal for her.
That's horrible, but even though you're not insulting her, because that's just pretty much true. God, she is just like a disaster of a human being.
There isn't anything really important I have to tell you at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully soon we'll find out why he kept trying to leave the cabin.
With that ends my replies to the questions you've asked me, Kokoro. I've answered everything that was within my scope of knowledge. After that, there's the timing of our transfers. Thanks, you were really helpful. Thanks to you, and now the transfer times I record and yours or mine are more or less the same. Tentatively, the transfer times I've checked go something like this. 107, 140, 603, 733, 806. Please don't mind the something blank PM in the fourth one. At that time, I was in the dark running away from someone with a knife. I didn't have the opportunity to check the time. I don't know yet whether there's a rule about the timing of the transfers.
I remember that one, and then Kokoro just swapped back in the dark.
The only thing I can say for sure is that both you and I transferred each other's bodies at the same time. With that, please continue checking the time from here on out too. It's not like we have a big sample to work with after all. And lastly, about your body, don't worry. I'll protect it no matter what.
You bastard! You better keep your promise now!
I take it upon myself to always repay favors. In the first place, Kokoro and I
have a connection that can't be severed! Oh my god, oh my god.
I just noticed it now, but it seems that I, without you, am just me.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Either way, the fact that I'm me doesn't change, but...
Oh my god, oh my god.
Even so, when you're there, I feel like I can be more like myself.
Oh my god, that is so romantic.
There's a 4-character Chinese idiom that goes like that. Do you know it? Sekuju kansei. Red accepts blue entirely, is what it means.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Maybe I've been trapped by that phenomenon myself. Of course, it's because you're here that this phenomenon came to exist in the first place, though. Sorry, that was a little much, huh?
No, not at all.
Anyway, I definitely won't let you die, no matter what. So try to relax somehow. Believe in me.
Oh my god.
I'll double my 12,130 meters worth of appreciation and pay it all back to you. Oh, that's right, there's one last thing. It might be rude to say something like this, but Kokoro's drawing was the work of a prodigy.
Oh my god. So adorable. So adorable.
Well then, later. Jane.
Later. Oh my god, Serene. Wow, that is especially romantic when you put it like that. I finished writing the message and decided to the dining area for dinner. Incredibly hungry. Realized I hadn't eaten anything since this morning. In the end, I didn't even get that neither breakfast nor lunch meal that Isumi made. It reminds me, I wonder what happened to it. While I was away from Sophia, did Kokoro eat it for me? At any rate, that doesn't change the fact that I'm hungry. Was this before or after he told Kokoro not to eat? But oh my god, I'm gonna stop here for tonight because we've gone over time, but I just had to read those letters again because I think that's probably one of my favorite parts of the story. So yeah, he's the idiom that he said. This is before. Okay, thanks, Guppy Force. Serene Akakura accepts Ao Sagi entirely. That is, oh my god, he has such a way with words. And I really hope he keeps his promise now to be not better with Kokoro's body than he was being an asshole before with it. With freaking Uni and Yamogi. The cabin. Oh my god. Oh god. Satoru! Red is the color of Kokoro's textbooks and blue is the color for Satoru's. Interesting. Huh, I forgot about that. Oh my god. Seriously. That was one of my favorite scenes in this story overall so far. Woo! I feel all fluttery and jittery. Oh my god. Okay, you guys. Next time. This cat keeps playing with this plastic bag and making all these noises in the background. Next time is on Sunday. We will get back to Rose Guns Days. Hopefully getting close to ending, we'll end that chapter so we can end that story arc before the Tales of Arise comes out, and then we will continue this on Tuesday. So, until then, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.